and welcome to my channel. What we have here is a Rough Ryder Reserve 009. You've probably seen quite a few different reviews on this, so I'll try to put my take on it. What I like about this particular Reserve is this is what I think they should have been doing with the Reserve from the beginning, and that is take an existing well-liked model and give it the Reserve treatment. Now, this work knife looks a lot like it, and I think they just basically took the same pattern and, like I said, gave it the Reserve treatment. They slimmed it down a little bit. They added this notch here for supposedly easy opening, and they changed the nail nick around just a little bit. They moved it back over here. The back spring on this thing is pretty strong, and when you grab it here, something that makes it a little bit harder to grab is that swedge. That swedge kind of makes this top part of it not that effective, so you really got to pinch it right down here and pull. And the pull on this back spring is pretty strong. I'd say about like an 8. I mean, it really starts fighting you as you pull it up. You know, you're going against that spring. So it starts off, and it just gets worse. I mean, like harder, and it opens. It's not impossible. I mean, I can open it with the nail nick. It's not at the best place for leverage for opening. If you look, it's moved further, you know, about a nail nick further back than the original one. Like I said, especially with oil on this, it'll make your hand slip. You really have to squeeze real hard with your thumb and forefinger to get it this way. I'm already slipping. Especially if you got any oil or anything else on the blade. So I wouldn't necessarily call that a negative. It's just not that easy of an easy out to get to. If they wouldn't have put that swedge on there, yet it might not look as good, but it would be easier to grip and pull out. I mean, I know that for sure because the way I've been trying to pull it out. It's not necessarily a negative or anything on that, because like I said, you can still use it. I mean, you can still grab it like this, but it's getting pretty close. I mean, you're getting pretty close to being hard to open that way. It locks up solidly, has a nice fit and finish. There's a little bit of a gap on this one. I got this through Chicago Knife Works, and it was $30. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, it's $39. So that was a big difference, and worth it, I think. One of the things they did right here that's different than the other one is they have that stop pin. And what that stop pin allows them to do is they don't have to worry about hitting that back spring up there and putting a ding in the blade. This one over here just uses the kick method to keep it higher than that. I didn't have any problem with this one, you know, getting a ding in a blade either. Let's see. Let's check the difference in weight. Alright, so this guy's around $15 or so, and this guy's around $30. So it's like, you know, double the price. Is it worth it? Well, I think so. For the simple fact that it's a little bit slender, 2.5 ounces compared to 2.9. It's a little bit lighter. The width is a little bit more slender on this one compared to that one. Let's put it in grams. So this is 70 point, and this one is 84. So there is a difference in weight. You're also getting D2 steel, you know, so I think that upgrade is good. The micarta has done pretty well on this one. It's not super polished, but it's not super rough either. You can still see some of that texture in there. Yeah, not much else to say about it. It's got a really decent half stop. I mean, of course, it comes with, you know, the cleaning cloth and the tube and all that other stuff. But and it only has 2 rings on its bolster as opposed to 3. But otherwise, it's just basically this knife, you know, with an easy out, you know, type of opening on it, and D2 steel, and just move this wedge back a little bit to accommodate. I don't know why they moved that back. If you look at it, this nail neck was put in the swedge. Like I said, it's still not so bad that I can't, you know, open it from there. And in many ways, it's easier to open it with this nail neck than it is to grab like this, because like I said, you really have to pinch pretty hard, you know, to get that thing. Oh, I flattened my finger out a little bit to get that thing to open. So yeah, the pull on this one is a lot lighter. This one is about like a 5 maybe. This guy's an 8. I mean, you really got to fight that. It starts off being fairly strong, and then, like I said, because this square part is going up against that bolster, it increases its tension till it starts, you know, springing over there. Once you get it to here, it's easy to do. I like it. I mean, I like the knife and everything. Like I said, this is what I think they should have been doing with the reserve line from the beginning. Instead of all this weird, odd stuff, you know, take something that is already popular, that you already have, you can see from your sales what sells out and everything, and just give that knife the reserve treatment. This is the first example I've seen where they've done that. The very first one, the one-arm bandit or the easy open razor blade or whatever, maybe that one was, you know, an improvement off of a design they had before. But this one for sure, you can tell they just took the work knife basically and copied it over. Everything else about this knife is great. You know, you got a little lanyard hole. Everything's smooth. There's, like I said, there's just a little minor thing where they could have fit the scales a little bit better, but nothing for me to worry about. You know, I mean, I'm not going to return it for that. But yeah, anybody that looking at possibly getting one of these knives, I don't think you can go too wrong with it. It's not a bad knife for the price and everything, and it compares pretty well with this one here. If you don't need D2, and like I said, this easy open is not. I mean, you can see I can get it from there. And it's got a pretty strong spring on it. Let's watch this guy close. You fight it, boom, then it goes. Right about here is where it drops. Bam. Good old slam to it. It's centered, perfectly centered. Like I said, I can't find anything wrong with it. So yeah, that's my take on it. I hope they come out with more designs like this, because frankly, I was ready to give up on the reserve line. You know, I mean, I held off. I think the Nomad is another good one, that big lockback. I just haven't gotten around to getting it. But as long as they start doing stuff like this or keep doing things like this, I'll continue to buy the reserve line. But I don't have a desire to get every single one of them. simply because some of the stuff they come up with is just too bizarre, you know? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's my take on it, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day.